CTP conducts its business in two fields. Our original activity, which is industrial chemical cleaning, and since 2007, treating effluent using mobile units. The unique thing about this new activity is that we can treat the effluent right on the client's site. The idea was to be able to offer a complete service, a membrane bioreactor system, combining performance with compactness for a biological treatment. Biomobil is part of a turnkey solution, and it's easy to use, really intuitive. There is remote surveillance. You can manage the system remotely, and this means that 24/7 operation is possible. The whole installation and process are monitored. When waste is buried, it generates effluents known as leachate. This leachate is placed in contact with bacteria that will break down the carbon and nitrogen pollution. The Biomobil unit offered by CTP comprises two 40-foot containers. The bioreactor is a 60 cubic meter tank with a monitoring touchscreen used to access the electromechanical elements of the installation, where the bacteria grow. In order to multiply, these bacteria need three things: oxygen, food, and suitable temperature. In the second part, which is also a 40-foot container, there are membrane modules that separate the treated water after it has been cleansed of its carbon and nitrogen pollution, and the bacteria, which will be returned to the bioreactor to maintain a high concentration of bacteria. The membranes used in the Biomobil are ceramic. This is a very stiff material that withstands the effluent and the speed at which the effluent flows inside. The bacteria will not be able to pass through the ceramic medium, but the treated water will percolate through the medium and exit the membrane. And in the middle, we have a carbon filter. This is active carbon, which has been made microporous. This is a finishing treatment to comply with the regulations in force. At the end of the project, the management of this particular waste is part of CTP Environment's task. When installing Biomobil, first of all, the most important thing is the earthwork, and then the next constraint is energy, supplying enough energy to run the units. The first thing we need to do is laboratory testing to find out whether we are able to treat our clients' pollution. We carry out in-house tests, and then we either develop a new machine or we optimize one for our existing mobile treatment units. To obtain a machine that is totally dedicated to our client's application. We examine the client's specification and perform simulations to determine what cleansing efficiency could be achieved. After the solution has been installed on our client's site, the raw effluent, the effluent to be treated, is tested regularly so that the downstream treatment can be adapted accordingly. The results are at least as good as we predicted, and sometimes there are nice surprises with significantly better performance. Our clients have lagoons where the effluent is treated and stored. We take samples from these lagoons, and that is how we perform continuous analysis of the discharge. We also send samples to COFRAC, certified laboratories, on a regular basis to check that we are meeting the standards. Then it discharges to the natural environment, a natural environment that obviously has an ecosystem and a balance that must not be upset by the introduction of excessive quantities of material. Today, Biomobil is a very interesting solution for engineering landfills, where a fixed installation is not wanted. The performance characteristics are very impressive with regard to the treatment of nitrogen and carbon, and in particular, the fact of working with very high bacterial concentrations can limit the production of byproducts quite considerably. It is obviously beneficial for the client from a financial standpoint because it reduces the volumes to be set for destruction. We will also be able to offer these solutions in a completely containerized form, so they will be easy to transport by sea to other countries, particularly Asia, North America, and the Middle East. We have created subsidiaries, one in Singapore, one in Portugal to cover the Iberian Peninsula, and more recently, Brazil and Canada to cover the Americas.